It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Commanders and the Eagles on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Milton Williams making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Kamara running out of the gun. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Into traffic, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll run the toss to Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We're going to get a pause here. Offense taking a timeout. Badgley able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Hurts now from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want best friend do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Now Daniels off the play action. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. On first down, here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They They have themselves another 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. He has it at the 5. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Kamara does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. They bring McLaurin in motion right. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
That pass complete to Goddard. A lot of mess on the move here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders with the football. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. Kamara's got it. Escapes a defender. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being...
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Ryland now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Daniels from the pistol. That's complete to Kamara. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And
Still
now
2nd down.
We're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Caleb Williams leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Huard.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's completed right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Has it down close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Barkley. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead is back down to 9.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Daniels escapes the pocket. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Patrick with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. He picks up 15 on the play, and the Commanders will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Run here with Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Getting out to his left. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. And the Commanders pick this one up. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you, right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Daniels on 1st down. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Beckham, the motion man here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Washington! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a two-point try coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. They go for two, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like the primetime lights have blinded him here tonight. It's been a real rough showing for him, as we're seeing here, Brock, a lot of plays that he's going to want back. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He calls his own number again. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake here. Daniels. He lofts one deep. Center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Smith. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 24. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third and a lone yard coming up. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. From the pistol, Hurts. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. A run here with Will Shipley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Jukes one defender. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Another run for Kamara. Juke the defender. Along the sideline past midfield. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1. Now Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This finds Smith. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. 1st down, ball at the 36. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Headed out right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a run with Kamara. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. 3rd and short, Daniels. Put putting the body on the line for his team. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.